Hey, this is Bill Wynn, and what I wanted to do in this video was to explain how a coin value, a cryptocurrency coin value, is technically established. A lot of people have been asking about PROCurrency. Why is the value of the coin where it is? How come it hasn't gone up? People bring up lots of things that they believe will bring the coin value up, a lot of them right. But I wanted to clarify it from my perspective and my understanding. What you see here on my computer screen is GDAX. This is the trading platform for Coinbase. If you don't have a Coinbase account, I certainly recommend you get one. There's a link in the description below. But what I want to really emphasize here, people say that usability will increase the coin value. They say that a higher trading volume will increase the coin value. And there's a lot of other things, popularity, being on other exchanges. And these are all true to some extent. They are what I would consider secondary factors to coin value. At the end of the day, coin value is really quite simple. It all is a matter of what someone is willing to pay and what someone is willing to sell for. So I want to use GDAX as the example here. You see the price here of Bitcoin, right? 14,932.71, and it's actually holding there right now. Actually, see, we have let's do a 1 minute movement here of the price, and you see the price is staying there, but that price frequently will fluctuate. I would expect it to change any moment now, actually. But let's take a look at what is actually making that price that price. Now, those secondary factors are, of course, playing in. Bitcoin has usability. Bitcoin, there certainly is a demand for it. There is the expectation that this year Bitcoin could go over $40,000-$50,000 a coin. So there's a lot of things driving the demand for the coin, which makes people both willing to buy it at almost $15,000, and also people unwilling to sell it for less than a certain price. Okay, so if we take a look here, what we want to look at is over here. We call this the order book, and you'll see that these particular green are all people that want to buy Bitcoin, and you can see they're willing to pay 14,933, 14,932, and it goes down. The people willing to pay the most are always here at the top, and then on the top, these are all the people that are willing to sell. And so you see people that are willing to sell for 14.93, so on and so forth. Matter of fact, there's another chart here called the depth chart, and you can see here where the volume is of people wanting to buy or sell. So here you have the midpoint, where this is what the current price is, and then you have all these people here that have orders in all the way down to 13,000, and it goes more. And then of course over here you have all these people that are ready to sell Bitcoin if the price comes to where they are. But it's really very simple. If we were to be looking at this and looking at PROCurrency, what keeps PROCurrency at the value that it's at? It's because people are willing to sell PROCurrency for the value that is seen on the exchange. If people were unwilling to sell their PROCurrency for less than, say, 10 cents, well, then the people that wanted to buy would have to change what they're willing to spend to receive it. And so this really is the primary factor. It is, again, what someone is willing to pay and what someone is willing to take for a PROCurrency. And so And so that really is it. So to wrap up, we'll also look at some other factors that are playing into why PROCurrency could be staying where it is. Obviously, there's always competition in the market. This happens across all marketplaces. It doesn't matter if it's gas stations, hotels, blah, blah, blah. There's competition for money, for revenue. And there are companies that are in a more direct competition with iPro Network. And what can happen is if they are willing to buy PROCurrency at a low price and sell it at a low price, then they are artificially keeping the value down. Now this is actually illegal, both obviously unprofessional, unethical, but this does happen, and I do believe it is happening in this case to a certain extent. Other than that, it really is the people that now possess PROCurrency. Again, if they were unwilling to sell it for less than a certain price, then the price would have to go up. So recap, when you look at usability, trading volume, all of these indicators, this is a secondary driving factor to the price. What usability does is it gives confidence to the person who is, faced with the decision, am I willing to spend $15,000 on one Bitcoin? It also gives the seller of that Bitcoin, or the current owner of that Bitcoin, the confidence to not undersell it. And so you can see then how all of those other secondary factors play into that. But I just wanted to clear the ear on what is keeping the price there. So now iPro Network has a business plan in place along with PROCurrency, the development team there, to increase the value. And of course that would be because, number one, there's a demand for it, there's usability, and there's a scarcity. And so that's what is taking place with the trading software and with the Pro Mall. If you have to if a person desires to shop on the Pro Mall, if a person desires to have the trading software, they're now faced with the decision to either walk away from their desire or fulfill their desire, which means purchasing PROCurrency. So as people begin to purchase PROCurrency, that does not mean that the price is going to go up, because as long as someone is willing to sell it at a low price, that simply means that more PROCurrency is going to be traded at a low value. But as there's scarcity, as the people who are willing to sell low run out of PROCurrency, the price will naturally have to go up, as those people do need to acquire the PROCurrency to secure the software. And so you can see how that begins to work. Now when you look at the Pro Mall, if you're saving more money than you would shopping on Amazon, that certainly is worth the effort to secure some PROCurrency so you can engage in that marketplace. And so you can see that the company does have a plan that is in motion that will create scarcity, demand, usability, popularity, and this could go viral throughout the global cryptocurrency trading community, where they start looking at Pro, which then opens it up to a whole nother venue of people. So with that, I just wanted to kind of zero in on that, and I hope that you understand that what the primary reason is and what the secondary factors are that influence the price of PROCurrency.